So, next. Big breath up, arms down. Good. Big 10, 9, are we breathing? 8, 7.
Right. I don't know how well you can hear me, but I am crossing the road and trying not to die. I am on my way to the South Bank Centre to go and see. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Bad Bad Not Good today. Whenever I tell people about this band, they're like, Bad Bad who? But they're this really cool jazz band. I saw them before a couple years ago and they totally blew me away. So when I saw that they were going to be playing at South Bank Centre, I got a ticket straight away, and it's already happening tonight. But yeah, just making my way there. I'll try and take a few clips if I can. Sorry for the noise, I'm like right on the main road. But yeah, I know I haven't picked the camera up in a very, very long time, and I'm a bit rusty. But yeah, it should be a fun show. Hello guys, we are back again at the South Bank Centre. I'm gonna see Yukimi tonight, who is the lead singer of Little Dragon. I'm so excited. And I just realised there's a singer called Bina who's supporting her, and I've been meaning to see her, and I only just found out like an hour ago. So, oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm about to head in. So, perfect end to a day with gorgeous weather, I guess, but stuck in the office all day, so here we go. All right, hello guys. It's slightly windy, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me, and you might occasionally hear a baby screaming in the background, or a toddler, really. I haven't picked up the camera in a minute because I've been trying to vlog here and there the past couple of weeks, because I've been doing quite a lot, I think, just like socially, and I went to 2 concerts last week, which I think I did record little bits from that. So it's been quite busy. Like, it's officially summer. Yeah, living in London, everyone's just living their busy lives. It's kind of, the calendar's been filling up, but it's been really nice and it's been really fun. And yeah, I've just logged off early today and gone to the park because the weather's gorgeous. And my aim this afternoon is to finish this book I've been reading. I've been reading it for I can't remember how long, but maybe just over a month now. It's this book, New Age of Empire, by this guy called Kahinda Andrews. I've actually seen him talk on... Okay, the wind is really picking up now. I've seen him on those talk shows that are on the BBC. I think there's one that on BBC Two on a Sunday morning, and I believe he's a lecturer of Black History Studies, I want to say, at Birmingham University. So in this book, he basically talks about how racism and colonialism are still sort of embedded in the way that the world works today in terms of politics and economics, but I think I only have 30 pages left. But the first few chapters, he kind of set the scene quite well with Enlightenment theory and white supremacy, and talked about the history of the humans committing genocide in different places across the globe, in the Americas, in Australia. Then he goes into the slave trade. He basically chronologically explains how the West kind of built this sort of racial or racist order, using their theory of enlightenment, whatever, to kind of try and prove scientifically that white people were the more superior race, and that Africans sort of were at the bottom of that hierarchical order, and then that in turn they used as their justification to obviously start the slave trade, go to Africa and kind of say, these Africans are subhuman, and therefore we're justified in using and basically treating them in the most inhumane way, and subjecting them to slave labor, which is what they did. To be honest, the chapters on genocide, the first few chapters on white supremacy, genocide, and the slave trade were pretty hard to read, but I would say they're quite essential for understanding the rest of the book, because then he sort of talks about this new age of empire that we're in, economically, and how the US has sort of become the new center of Western imperialism, pretty much, in that the US really imposes itself on the rest of the world, really. I think the US has the most number of military bases around the world. It is really interesting and eye-opening. He also talks about how some of the economic organizations like the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, the World, what's the other one called? The World Bank, and then I can't remember the other one, but obviously the UN, they're sort of, the way in which those systems work is to keep underdeveloped countries, to keep them poor, basically. And he says at the end of the day, the West can't be rich without the rest of the world being poor and being kept in those conditions. A lot of countries in the world are depleting Africa from from its natural resources in return for economic support, or just in return for money. The money that is being given to Africa is nowhere near worth as much as these natural resources that, for example, China or the US are basically taking from them. And yeah, I won't go into more, but I definitely recommend it. Gonna try and finish this off this afternoon, and then I think I'm gonna move on to a fictional book, because I'm kind of like, as much as I find this interesting, it is just very depressing to read. I mean, it's sobering to read, but it is quite depressing and does make me quite angry in a way. But anyway, yeah, definitely recommend it. So I'm gonna chill here this afternoon and do that. Yeah, should be nice. Do a bit of sunbathing.